Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Alessia. I would like to welcome all of you to the seventh installment of Lighting Systems 20 at 10 webinar series. Today we have with us from Vibia, Regional Sales Manager Alison Gasser. Vibia has recently launched two award-winning configurable products, sticks and tubes. Please enter any questions you have in the chat and we will address them at the end of the presentation. If you would like to schedule a follow-up meeting with Alison, please reach out to your lighting systems representative or click the link on the 20 at 10 page on our website. Just a quick reminder, the more sessions you attend live, the more chances to win. Thank you so much for attending today. Alison, take it away.
Hello, thank you all so much for being here and good morning. I'm so excited to show some of the Vibia installations and the new pieces we have to talk about. As it was mentioned, I'm the Western Regional Manager. I am based in Los Angeles and I am representing Vibia, and so does Lighting Systems. So we're going to be focusing on tube and sticks today, but we're doing it off the website, which is a little atypical, I'm sure, but intentional. I find the website to be very, very user-friendly, and it's always easier to work straight off of it because we do have a professional area where we build these modular pieces that can turn into projects. So as we go through, if you have any questions, please throw them in the chat and we'll review them toward the end of the presentation. So what you see here, we're straight on the Vibia website. We are on the US website. There are two different websites. And without sounding redundant, one is the European website and one is the US website. That is what is UL'd and what is not. So always make sure you're on the US website when you're specifying. And thank you in advance for looking at the page. So what you see in front of you is Top. It was one of our new releases that came with tube. You have Meridiano Bench, which was a continuation of our Meridiano wall sconce. And then we have Tube, this modular masterpiece. It can be modular or you can have standard pieces. It's really, really fun. So we'll just go ahead and dive right into it. When we're on the website, we go and click on products. And once we get there, we will scroll down all the way to Tube. You'll see all of our fantastic pieces, duo, flat, sticks we will be going over in a little bit. Icono has a color update. Flat is one of our new pieces. Just so many fun, stunning pieces. Get to tube. Now, I didn't mention this before, and if you're familiar with Vibia, thank you so much for being familiar. If you're not, we're actually manufactured in Barcelona, Spain, created, manufactured. We do have a headquarters in Edison, New Jersey, which is where we do all of our quality control and shipping FOB from Edison. So it will come in from Barcelona, we product check, and then we send out to the States. So lead time right now on a modular piece is about 10 to 12 weeks after receipt of deposit. But we do offer a stock program for standard pieces where we house some standard pieces in Edison, New Jersey. So ship time on those, if they're in stock, is just going to be ship time. So from Edison to West Coast is usually about a week. So always keep that in mind. And with that, we'll jump right into tube. I always start on the personalization because that's a really fun piece. So here is tube designed by Mr. Ichiro himself. Now he is an industrial designer, and you'll see that flare coming out on this piece. This did win Best of the Year last year because that's when we launched it. I'm having trouble keeping track of the years or the days through the pandemic. But this was nominated and did win Best of the Year. And that's because it's a modular piece, right? So you see all of these different designs available, and you're able to design this in the professional area right here. We'll jump into that a little later, but it is a program on our website That is rudimentary, but it becomes a little like SketchUp. As long as you have the installation area and the dimensions of the product or the piece, you can go ahead and draw exactly what you're looking for. Now, some of the things you need to know about tube is it can be a pendant or it can be a ceiling mount. You can go up to 4 pieces on a Jbox. So you see here, there's one Jbox or canopy. There are 2 here. There's 1. There are 3. The max amount of light fixtures you can put on the canopy is 4. So this is highlighted right here. And then you would, if you wanted more, if you wanted 8, you would create another canopy. Another thing you need to know when creating this piece is that you are able to do 1 drop in 1 turn, 1 angled turn. So that is the limitation, if you would, of this piece per fixture. So, or per tube, I should say. So you see on all of these, there's only 1 drop and 1 angled turn. So those are the 2 most important things you need to know when creating this piece. We always say it's a personalizable piece. It's not completely customizable. There are some limitations. Now, this tube is electrified and it screws together. So there are different lengths of the tube that connect each other. So there's going to be like a 6-inch, a 9-inch, a 12-inch, depending on the piece that you're creating. And that's all decided in the professional area when you're creating this. So we've gone through a lot of these install images, and I love presenting off the website because it's so user-friendly. This gets you to know Mr. Ichiro. He's an innovative modular system of hanging lamps and a network of tubes that create direct light from a single connection. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see the ability to create your own configuration, or you can use and Light Your Way is what we always say at Vibia is it's your creation. So you can click on either of these and you will be able to create your tube. When we scroll down, it gives you a little bit about Mr. Ichiro, and then it tells you about the finishes. Now, the standard finishes available are going to be white and 3 different shades of gray. So I always call this the 50 shades piece. Standard color temperature is going to be 2700 Kelvin with option to go 35K. Dimming is 0 to 10 volt with option to go Dolly or Lutron Eco. If you have any questions on those options, please reach out to your lighting systems representative. My favorite part about this website is you are able to download spec, install manual, 3D photometry, catalog, and product information. And when you scroll down, you will see the full technical description. So the installation type, depending on what you select, is going to be surface mounted. The shade is a polycarbonate. And then the materials are going to be steel. The LED support is aluminum, and the tube is steel. That's the electrified tube. We went over the color temperature. The driver information is there in front of you, and lumen, etc. So that is tube. Always so exciting to show. If we jump right back over to products, we'll jump into the sticks collection. Now, sticks is so new that it's actually not able to be designed on the professional area right now. It is available in Spain, but it's technically we can't design it in the US on the US webpage right now. So if you are looking to specify this, first of all, thank you so much for considering it. Second of all, reach out to the lighting systems rep and myself, and we'll get the piece configured for you. We should be able to draw it on the professional area within weeks. We're just not there yet. So that's the warning. Again, if you'd like to specify this, please reach out to the lighting systems rep. So this piece was designed by Eric Levy. Now, Eric has created several pieces for us, designer, technician, artist, photographer, and maker. all of the above. Eric Levy works on multiple disciplinary projects and exhibits all over the world. And Sticks is just a stunning piece. It's so simple, but takes up an amazing amount of space and is modular. So everything you see here is created in the professional area, or is created when you're designing through CAD. And it's just stunning. There's slim sticks that are housed in aluminum. The LEDs housed in aluminum housing, and you are able to suspend these with aircraft cable, or do a floor to ceiling, floor to wall, wall to ceiling, wall to wall. There's really no limit to what you can create with this piece. And you can see here on the installation, you can go from residential to commercial, and anywhere in between. You can go something very simple where you just have hanging pendants, or you have a zigzag down the hall, down to the ground. This is one of my favorite installs here. Just floating light to illuminate the space and create better living spaces. You can do a complete wall mount with the pieces and go floor, wall to ceiling. There's just so much to do. So scrolling down onto the website, we already looked at Eric Levy, but what you need to know about Sticks is it's consisting of 3 metal profiles, each of which rotates on its own axis. So you're able to rotate those sticks, allowing the light to be directed exactly where needed. So here you'll see the connection phases, which is being highlighted. Depending on the stick, it's going to have a different connection phase. The 3 different sticks are going to be 59, 78 and 3/4, and 118 inches, connecting together to reach a maximum length of 177 inches with a single electrical connection. So that means one electrical connection can support 177 inches of the piece. So whatever of the 3 pieces you select, you need to make sure that it's only 177 inches long. Custom configurations can include all of what we just covered, and it's pure and graphic. It brightens corners and dead zones all through architectural light. The finishes on this are going to be black with a color temperature of 2700, an option to go 35K. Your installation type, again, it's going to depend on how we're creating this. So there are different canopies or plugs. You have your surface canopy, your floor base and plug, recessed built-in, disc or remote driver built-in micro. The materials, again, is aluminum, and then you see all the certificates there. Again, this is a little bleak because we technically are only designing this per project right now, but there should be an update on the website shortly. But if you do need any of the technical info, you're able to download it here. And this is some more technical information. So remember how we said there are 3 different lengths for the sticks. You'll see highlighted here, and then the connection between the sticks. This is where it rotates on the axis, so you're able to direct the light, or you have the 6-inch connector cable for the pendants. All of your connecting space applications are highlighted lower on the website, so you can see if you're doing floor, wall, ceiling, or pendant, what you use, and then your installation types for your surface canopy or micro recessed driver. And then if you would like to do standalone pieces, there are standard pieces that you can go ahead and order, and all of the technical information is able to be downloaded here. So that is about 15 minutes of what is going on at Vibia. And, we did say this won best of the year but just a reminder that sticks and tube both won Best of the Year, and we're very excited about that. So if there are any questions, I'd love to take this time and go ahead and answer them.
Thank you so much, Alison, for educating us on the sticks and tube products. Let's see what questions we have from the audience. Can you confirm for us how many fixtures we can put on one Jbox with the tube system?
So that's the question I get all the time. Again, tube is able to hold 4 light fixtures on one Jbox, and then we need to move to another Jbox or canopy when designing. And when you design in the professional area here, it's only going to let you do 4 fixtures on one Jbox. So if you're sitting there trying to create the tube and it's not letting you do something, that's because it's not able to do it.
Great, thanks.
Of course.
Are we able to combine sticks, pendants, and floor fixtures with a connector?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what we were showing. I was just showing you on the sticks. There are different connector pieces. There's that 6-inch jumper cable that can go if you're doing a base, floor base, and then you'll jump to the ceiling to a pendant. That's totally possible, and that can go, like we said, 177 inches, but you can create the illusion of it going forever down a hallway, or kind of similar to what you have on your background. Yeah, that's totally possible.
What are the standard models for the tube product?
Oh yeah, of course. So that's pretty easy to jump to when we're on the website. We're just going to jump to products and go down to tube. There's a search button as well that you'll be able to find. I just like scrolling through and seeing all the beautiful pieces. So you can do pendants or ceiling fixtures. We'll jump to ceiling fixtures because we didn't take a look at that. But when you scroll down, you're going to have create your own configuration and then standard models available, which is going to show you all of the different standard models available for the tube or for any piece really that's modular. So you are going to have 3 different sizes of tube, and then you have a cluster available, which is standard. And then same thing for the pendants. You have standard pendants alone, and then you have a cluster available.
Again, thank you all for attending today's webinar. Next month, we will be presenting the new pivot system from Lumenworks. If you have any additional questions or would like to follow up with Alison, reach out to your lighting systems representative or click the link on the 20 at 10 page on our website. Have a fabulous week, everyone. Bye.